Friends, what's up? This is Krishna Vasist, and you are listening to me on your favorite YouTube channel, Tats Guru. In case if you have not subscribed the channel, please do subscribe. And today we are going to discuss very important lesson which is called past perfect tense. This will be part second, and this is kind of practice session in which I will discuss some useful examples. Okay, so in case if you have not watched my previous video session, so please go back and watch that video session. That was about past perfect tense also. Okay, so you will have some idea where we are talking about. Okay, so let's get started, friends, with some useful examples. And first of all, I will tell you what is the meaning of past perfect tense. Okay, so here is the meaning, definition of past perfect tense that I'm going to discuss. What does it mean actually? Past perfect tense represents two works. Basically it represents two works, guys. Okay, which were occurred in the past. Basically it talk about two examples, two works, two sentence all together which were occurred. The second or a later action follows past indefinite tense. The second part follows past indefinite tense, and past perfect tense uses had and the past participle form of the verb. Okay, so did you get it what I'm talking about? Basically, what I'm discussing, there will be a two action in case of past perfect tense. The later part of the sentence follows past indefinite tense, and the first part follows the past perfect tense, which is being combined with had and past participle. Past participle is also called third form of the verb. What is the third form of the verb? Like come, came, come. Come is the first form, came is the second one, and come again is the third one. Okay, so past participle is that. Okay, so without wasting any single moment, let's talk about some useful examples. The very first examples that you are seeing right now, I had written articles on various topics. This is, guys, past perfect tense. I'm using had and written is the third form of the main verb write. I had written articles on various topics before he came. This is the second part. As you can see, guys, this is past indefinite tense actually. Before he came, and we have already studied past indefinite tense. It is also called simple past tense. In case if you have not seen those video lessons, so please go back and watch them. Okay, so because those videos are really gonna help you in the journey of your spoken English, because those video sessions are really important for you. So this is, guys, first, I had written articles on various topics before he came. So as I said, there will be two sentence all together. First one is past perfect tense, and the second one is past indefinite tense. Okay, so consider second example. He had read different. This is not read, guys, this is read. He had read different kinds of books before you came. So this is the second part, before you came follows past indefinite tense, because came is the second form. Okay, you must know about, always we use second form in case of simple past tense. So the complete sentence become like, he had read different kinds of books before you came. Okay, and this is, again, I'm telling you, this is not read, this is read, because read is the third form of main verb read. He had read, she has read, not has, had actually, because always we use had. The auxiliary verb is common here, okay, whatever the subject will be. He had read different kinds of books before you came. Okay, so I think you get my point, actually you got it. So now move on to the third sentence. They had played football in that field before it started to rain. Again, there are combination of two sentences. They had played football, they had played football in the field. Where they have played? Actually in the field before it started to rain. It started to rain, actually it is past simple tense, or I would say past indefinite tense. It started to rain. They had played football, they had played football in the field before it started to rain. बिफोर इट स्टार्टेड टू रेन, मतलब रेन आने से पहले ही उन्होंने फुटबॉल का मैच खेल लिया था फील्ड में. दे हैड प्लेड फुटबॉल इन दैट फील्ड बिफोर इट स्टार्टेड टू रेन. आई थिंक you have got my point actually. Okay, so now move on to the third next sentence. Okay, so next sentence is she had gone to the coffee shop before she came home. So guys, as you can see in this sentence, basically what's happening, she had gone actually, this is past perfect tense, to the coffee shop before she came home. And the second part of the sentence is simple past tense, she came home. Okay, she had gone to the coffee shop before she came home. Again, let me explain the definition, the process actually of past perfect tense. Actually here we are talking about two sentences. Past perfect tense represents two works which were occurred in the past. The second or later action follows past indefinite. Okay, so this is very important point. The second half of the sentence is simple past tense, guys. Okay, that is only you will have to take care about. Past perfect tense uses had plus third form of the verb. Okay, so guys, please see the examples very carefully and use them accordingly. He had studied in the library before he came to the class. He had studied in the library before he came to the class. Before he came to the class, he had studied in the library. Okay, so you must wondering actually, guys, he had studied. Past perfect tense, the rule of the past perfect tense is subject. It is subject plus had plus verb third form plus object. You must wondering why we are not using past perfect tense as a single sentence, like he had studied. Okay, if you have example like this, you can make your sentence he had studied, they had studied. Okay, we can use it, but most of the time, we have seen there are two examples, they have occurred actually in past. So that's why we are discussing two sentences altogether. Now, sometimes in past perfect tense we make example like these. Okay, he had studied in the library before he came to the class. Before he came to the class, if you can make he had studied. Okay, suppose if you are in a situation, you want to explain something and suddenly you will have a sentence on the basis of past perfect tense, you can make it. Okay, it's not it's definitely it's not an issue at all. He had studied in the library, he had studied in the library. This is also a sentence. Okay, but most of the time we have seen it, the sentence is being used in the case of two sentences. He had studied in the library before he came to the class. Before he came to the class, I came here after you had left. I came here after you had left. I came here after you had left. You had left. Actually, you can use in this way also. The second part becomes the first part, those examples already we have seen, we have discussed. In those examples, the second part is being simple past tense, it is also called past indefinite tense. But in this example, past indefinite sentence is coming first, and past perfect tense sentence coming on the second side. I came here after you had left. I came here after you had left. Okay, I came here after you had left. We had shopped in that shop before we came home. We had shopped in that shop before we came home. We had shopped. This is the example of past perfect tense, and we came home. This is the example of simple past tense. We had watched a movie in that cineplex before he came. We had watched a movie in that cineplex before he came. Before he came. You had shopped in that market before you came home. You had shopped in that market before you came home. Okay, I had practiced the song before the program started. I had practiced the songs before the program started. प्रोग्राम स्टार्ट होने से पहले ही मैंने प्रैक्टिस कर ली थी सॉन्ग की. I had practiced the songs before the program started. Okay, so guys, those examples are very useful that we have discussed in front of you. And if you want more lesson, more video session from Tats Guru channel, so please subscribe this channel, because this is only the great platform exists on YouTube history. Okay, where you get two contents all together. One content is regarding spoken English, second content is CDP, child development and pedagogy. If you are preparing for teaching exam, government teaching exams, definitely you will need CDP, child development and pedagogy. And also those videos you can watch on my YouTube channel, Tats Guru. Okay, so guys, please subscribe the channel, and do not forget to hit the bell icon to get latest update. Guys, thank you very much for watching this video session. Thank you guys.